Movement tips and lifestyle hacks brought to you by FitLab PGH. Movement, a part of making your life complete. FitLab PGH is back with another movement tip and lifestyle hack. We're continuing to talk about what to wear for cold weather so you don't have to have the treadmill blues. You can get outside, do a little running, do a little hiking, do a little walking in the park with your pets, your loved ones. And we're going to talk a little bit about the lower extremities today. Lower extremities are a little bit easier to deal with than the hands, the feet, the neck, or even the upper torso. So what we want to talk about is how do you prepare for what you're going to wear. The first thing you want, and this is a little bit biased towards males, women you probably can find similar things, is you want some sort of a base layer that on the front has a windshield. I don't think we need to discuss why you want a windshield, but you don't want areas of your body to get frostbit. There are a variety of companies that make this. You can find them in running stores, you can find them in bike shops, you can find them in your local outdoor store. Some of them are synthetic, some of them are wool. I personally am a big fan of wool for anything that's a base layer just because it really maintains warmth when it's wet. And the other thing that it's good for compared to some of the synthetic things is when it gets a little sweaty and maybe you're like me and you don't want to wash it, you hang it up to dry before the next workout, it doesn't smell. So that's one of the reasons I like wool. So we start with a base layer, either a boxer brief or a brief that's got some sort of a windshield in the front. The next thing, what took me time to learn, is I don't necessarily go to my specialty running stores or bike shops. I look at what cross-country skiers are wearing, or maybe I look in some of the outdoor catalogs to see what people who are doing a lot of snowshoeing use. And what I found is there's a company out there that makes a variety of tights and leggings in various thicknesses. This is actually a company called Sporthill. There's a variety of other companies out there that do same things, but if you look at these closely or you look on your website, they make pants that fit relatively tight. They're looser than tights, but they're not baggy like your jeans. And they're not shiny and they're not very, very thin like the tights that you'll find in your local sporting goods stores that are made for if you're going to go to a yoga class or something like that. These have an advantage that they're a little bit warmer. They also have the advantage because they are cloth that they will wick a little bit of sweat. And even if I'm going to be out where there's snow, I may put a set of gaiters on so snow can't get up inside them and in my shoes. They work pretty well down to about 15 degrees, maybe even 10 degrees if I'm going to be moving. If I'm going to go with any colder weather, I go to something that is, again, either a pant or in this case, it's a tight. And what it has is it has on the front of it, it has a wind shield. So I'm running into the wind. I've probably got my boxers or my boxer briefs with the wind panel, but because my legs may get cold from the wind also, the front of it is also blocks the wind. The back of it is cloth because we're talking about exercising, not just kind of meandering at a slow pace. We want to be able to wick a little bit of sweat. So we've put together a few videos for you to hope to get you outside into cooler weather. We're going to come up in a few weeks and talk about marathon training, give you some ideas of tips of shoes, footwear, and some other things. Again, all with the goal, if you don't know where to turn, to get a starting point with what do I need to do to keep moving, because movement is part of making your life complete. Thanks for joining FitLab PGH for another movement tip and lifestyle hack. 3 times a week, FitLab PGH brings you a movement tip or lifestyle hack. Thanks to the Pilates Body for providing us a locale for filming.